close on the heels of the fiasco for the government with their proposal on FDI and retail. Here comes the likely announcement of 26% FDI in aviation. Will this prove to be a game changer in the segment? I think not. If you look at the balance sheets of most of the aviation companies that are listed in India, you would find that they are heavily debt-ridden. The real problem, if you look at the cost sheet, lies on the ATF front, where the fuel costs are exorbitant and show no signs of coming down. There's also predatory pricing in the segment to get market share. So all in all, I think worldwide aviation stocks have never really done too well, and in India especially, I think given the kind of ATF pricing that we see, there's a lot of pressure on aviation companies. Is FDI in aviation really going to sort out all these problems? If you look at it carefully, what it will do is probably be of some help to the banking sector that's really down and out for the count. At this point in time, most of the banks, the larger banks, if you look at SBI or you look at ICICI Bank, the kind of exposure that they have to companies like Kingfisher, we are not even talking of Air India at this point in time, is fairly large, and there is serious trouble for them unless some fresh capital gets infused. There was already one round where some of the banks were forced literally to take equity in lieu of the outstandings of Kingfisher. And all in all, the picture is not good. What about the broader economy? It's an absolute must, because if these two banks, which are the biggest banks, face problems, the economy will be in trouble. And that's the last thing that this government wants. Furthermore, when FDI comes in, it will help shore up the Indian rupee to some extent. So this seems to be a desperate gambit, and it's come late, but it has become an absolute necessity. FDI in aviation, I don't think is any great reform, but it's an absolute necessity for the government of India in the prevalent scenario that we find ourselves in.